I've recently been talking with some friends, and I'm really concerned about what's happening in our culture, and in particular, the relationship between men and women, between the masculine and the feminine. Now, we've been hearing for some years about culture wars. Our political system is seemingly oriented towards nationalism. My country, not yours. Me versus you. It's kind of that old, masculine mindset. That command and control type of engagement of how we run our businesses, how we govern our politics and our institutions. Just kind of how we approach our life, be it in ourselves or our family or with our children. So this concerns me because as a man, there's a great crisis going on with men. And this is certainly not to admonish this kind of unwieldy masculine energy, but it's only to say that men are in a place of deep evaluation. I know from my journey over the years that I didn't even know what it was to be a man. And I mean, people say, well, man up. Well, how are you supposed to know how to man up if you don't know what it is to be a man? So I wanted to speak into this today because I'm a big supporter of the Metoo movement. And I believe that there's an aspect of men that I refer to as the rogue masculine that has gone awry. It's kind of the shadow part of the masculine. And at the heart of men is a deep goodness, a deep sense of wanting to serve and do well and do amazing things on the planet, which men can do and do. And the masculine is the energy that makes it all happen. Yet what's seemingly going on is the years and years of physical and verbal abuse against women. The kind of raping and pillaging of the earth, of Mother Earth, and all things feminine has now put us in a place where we're literally committing ecocide. We don't know if we're going to have a planet for our children or their children in 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 decades. We likely will, but will it look like this? Will it be inhabitable? So this rogue masculine energy is asking to be looked at honestly. And it's not to be excused. It's really to just for us men to own this. So what I'm saying here today is that these are times of great change. And the last thing that I'd like to see is that we are bashing on each other. We bashed on our other races. We've projected inequality across all of our culture. It's been so pervasive. And it's really time to change that, not to digress or degenerate into a state of chaos, to force us into this kind of owning our own shadow as men and the masculine. It's not just men, of course, it's pervasive across all parts of our culture. And many women have had to adopt the masculine ways just to survive and thrive in the world. So these are times of great change. And I'm just calling out as a man to say, hey, I'm owning it. And I want to step forward to be supportive of women, of the women's movement, to stand by women and to support all things feminine as it merges into a greater leadership to help us build this new culture. And it's not to dismiss men at all. It's only to say, hey, together we can. Together we can move forward. And all of us have so much to offer if we can only listen and see one another for who we truly are. Well, blessings and Godspeed to you all. Be safe, be well, and lots of love.